Hello to my Aries. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Aries. Let's get right into it. The moon has moved into Cancer for those of you all who like following the moon phases. We are also in the last quarter moon phase. So Cancer is all about feelings, right? Feelings. It's the I feel sign, right? So I see your creativity increasing as everybody's creativity is increasing. Your sensitivity level is increasing. So anything that you want to attract to you, you may want to go back into your hermit crab shell mode so that you can really process your emotions. So process your feelings about something. So if you've been feeling like you want to create a coloring book, whatever, this would be a great time to do it. So keep your vibrations high, keep your vibrations high, keep your vibrations high. If you've been wanting to expand your brand, this is a great time to do it. Whenever that moon moves into Cancer, because Cancer is ruled by the moon. Cancers are, we're not talking about any people that are Cancers that you know. Cancers are ruled by the moon. So as that moon is waxing and waning through these zodiac signs, you really, really want to kind of slow down and be in receiving mode of these downloads, these messages. Your intuition is extremely heightened, right? Somebody may be hitting a number, who knows? But let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. First card out of the deck. Ace of Pentacles. New money is coming across your path. See, for somebody, new money coming across, because you got to be in position to receive, right? You got to be in position to receive. So if you just racing around everywhere, how you gonna be able to receive that? Something new you manifesting. You manifesting some money coming in, because you learning how to save yourself. Here's the Knight of Cups here. Yeah, you learning how to save yourself by, like I said, both of these are receiving energies. You learning how to save yourself some money by not just impulsively spending it, because we're in between full moon and last quarter moon, right? So you're just out impulsively spending. You say, yep, I'm gonna save myself, I'm going right back in, I want to be in receiving mode, get some downloads and some creative messages, right? So yeah, instead of spending, you're in receiving mode, right? I need some more creative messages, right? There you go, Tower card. Having a tower moment. So you're in very vulnerable space right now. Very vulnerable space. So I'm talking to you whoever Aries is in your birth chart, not just your sun sign, including if Aries is your MC, IC, Chiron, and Saturn, Uranus, Jupiter, whatever Aries is in your birth chart, I am talking to you. All right. So tonight's having a tower moment. So prayer warriors, let's go. Take a leap of faith. You have a sea of opportunities right there in front of you. A sea of opportunities in front of you. So stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. You starting out in receiving mode. Stop jumping to conclusions about everything that's being downloaded into your spirit, and get that notepad out. You got a lot of ideas coming to you. A lot of creative ideas on how you can make money. Lots of them, like they flooding in. So it's saying you got a sea of opportunities in front of you. Stop talking to people who are combative and people who like to start a bunch of mess. Jump into, get away from them people and get back in your hermit mode, right? Stop being told an open book. Here we have the Page of Swords. So it's like, get in the house, close your doors, pull the blinds down. Somebody, no, not pull the blinds down. But anyway, stop talking to people who jump to conclusions about stuff. Just stop talking to them. Put your phone on do not disturb, because this is a great time for these downloads to come through, for you, these creative ideas to come through. You got a lot of stuff you're trying to get taken care of. You're trying to get some stuff, so some money is trying to come through that you've been praying for. Here we have the King of Wands here. Yep, you've been praying for it. Yep. So say you're freeing yourself from something. So you're freeing yourself from being around ruthless energies, right? Who like to jump to conclusions about nothing, about everything, right? So it's saying you saving yourself some money. You only want to be around people who like put people in survival mode, right? So I feel like I feel like Aries, you're at a higher frequency. It's like you're at the Two of Wands. It's one energy in particular you leaving behind for good. You just like, they jump to conclusions about everything. They all about money. That's all they care about. It's an Earth sign. It's a Taurus. Capricorn or Virgo, somebody you saying you just done, you done with them, you leaving them behind for good. You're not even motivated to even be around them, whoever this energy is. So that's how you're saving yourself, because they ruthless when they come. Whoever, and I'm not saying all of, okay, just so we're crystal clear. I'm not saying all of. This is not painting it with a broad stroke, right? This is basically saying whoever this energy is. It's either an organization or it is a person, place, or thing that they are all about money. That is it. And they're ruthless. And however they're going to get money from energy, that's how source is saying, save yourself. Get off the boat. Save yourself. So here's the Empress card here. Yeah, so something about you, your kids, or your parents, something about limiting, or your grandparent or grandkids, or somebody, for somebody, people are jumping to conclusions because somebody was an open book about something, right? Somebody was just talking, just an open book, just talking, right? Just like with the readings, remember, readings are general, right? They may not even apply to you. That's why you hear readers, for the most part, say, take only what resonates with you. Some people got to apply every little thing to them. Even if it don't apply to them, they're going to make it apply to them. So Source is saying this actually could apply to somebody that you know, that came to you for some advice about something, about them, looking for you to save them. But really, the only way you can save them is to pray for them. Like, really pray for them. Just like, okay, you're praying for somebody when they're dealing with some just ruthless energies. Ruthless spirits. Who want somebody to save them from something. Somebody who jump into conclusions about everything. You can't say one word without them jumping to conclusions about something. So Source is saying, you're learning how to pray for people who are around sharks, who are around emotional sharks. So what that looks like, and I mentioned this in a previous reading for other zodiac signs, not just you all, but what that looks like is like an emotional shark. Like if you think about sharks, like if you go on swimming in the ocean, you usually see like a group of people like around, because they all like looking around, like making sure, because the sharks, they just come out of nowhere, right? So that's like your emotions coming out of nowhere. One minute you laughing, but it's like being around a person who, like, one minute you can laugh and joke and talk around them, and they will humiliate you in front of everybody. So next thing you know, you just crying. They just got this dark look behind their eyes, like, okay, they don't really care that you're crying. They don't really care that, you know, emotionally that you're crying. They just jump to conclusions. They don't care if you're sad. Nothing. You can be laughing, joking, and talking, thinking everything is fine, but for them, it's not fine, right? So they don't care about your tears. They just ruthless. They don't care about how they hurt you. Nothing. They just ruthless. So the Source is saying, save yourself. And in this case, it's a guy. There's a guy. I don't know who this guy is, but whoever this guy is, it could be two actually, but it's a guy here. The Source is saying, when they show you that coldness, like a shark, you know, y'all ever seen sharks in the? I mean, y'all ever watch those movies with sharks? Two of them. But whenever they show you that level of coldness, Source is like, save yourself and get the heck away from them. Just get away from them. Use your wisdom. Analyze the situation and get out of Dodge. Run for the hills. I'm serious. When you're dealing with that kind, this is a land and sea predator. So they prey on emotions and physically prey on people, physically and emotionally prey on people. So it's like you need to get as far away from them as possible. Yeah, and they are determined. Here's the Queen of Wands here. They get great joy out of making people cry, just like they get great joy out of making people laugh. Because they know how to manipulate people's emotions, and you're sitting around, oh no, they can't manipulate mine. I've been around that type of people. Okay, all right. Let somebody catch you at a moment when something happened in your life, when you're at a low point, where you feel like you poured out and you just emotionally dehydrated. So you don't want that kind of a test. You don't want that kind of a test where you see all this fire right here, where you feel like you're just depleted emotionally, right? So source is saying to you something about like some new, the Ace of Pentacles is like some new money is coming across your path, or something new of value is coming across your path. It could be this video, it could be somebody else's video, whatever it is, but something new of value is coming across your path. So Six of Wands here. So I see you back in the saddle again. I see you back in the saddle again. Yeah, but I feel like you're going to be taking a flight somewhere. Hold on. 5, 2. Yeah, so I feel like you're going to stop talking about some energies. That's one. Stop talking to and about certain energies, because you have a sea of opportunity. So I definitely feel like somebody is now going into prayer warrior mode. That's what I'm seeing here in your cards. I see you praying that people don't fall for some kind of bait and switch. That's what I see you doing. Like people don't fall for some kind of bait when you're dealing with these type of energies, right? Of them being called a witch. I see you praying that somebody does not be, that they don't fall for that bait with people saying that they're practicing witchcraft or whatever behind closed doors. So that's what I see your prayers are for. Yeah, because some people are jumping to some conclusions about some things. Or somebody must be practicing some kind of dark magic or whatever behind closed doors. They must be a witch or whatever. Or, you know, into like witch, warlock, or, you know, here we have the Tower card. So it's a double Tower card. So you're having a double Tower moment. A double Tower, like boom, twice, right? So it's just trying to wake you up. So it's trying to get you to get straight into prayer warrior mode. Not sitting there, oh my God, I'm having a Tower moment. Good. That means pray. That's what that means. It means get in your crab shell mode. Get in hermit mode and pray. That's what that means, okay? Pray for people who are, you know, with people who like to see people cry. And they looking for people to save them, right? Get into that mode. Just like somebody may have done to you. Here we have the Knight of Coins here. So get to work. Get to work. That's what Source is saying. You get to work. So if you've ever been in a position where people they got great joy out of making you laugh one minute and cry the next. It could have been, I don't know, with all this fire here, you could have been in the military. You could have been, you know, you could have been on a job where you really needed a job and you had a manager who was just cruel, you know, to you. It could have been where you grew up, whatever it was. Something you need to be relatable to. Something you need to be able to connect and relate to another human being. That's what Source is trying to tell you. You're having a double Tower moment. So don't be confused. This reading right here is offering you clarity. Somebody is saying that you are practicing dark magic behind closed doors. Here we have the Three of Cups, and a lot of people are talking. Lips are moving. And somebody, young energy, this page energy right here, who may have been an open book, is on the receiving end of something. They're hearing all of this, and people are making them cry. They turn the heat up on them, like somebody is just like putting fire up under somebody, bullying, all of this, like they're in survival mode. So Source is saying, hey, a page of swords here. So, and some other energies are taking notes. So it's like you could be taking notes of two types of energies, of just their behavior, you know, or maybe somebody else is taking notes of other people's behavior. But Source is saying this is where you go into prayer mode. Whenever you all have a Tower moment, stop the, oh my God, I'm having a Tower moment. Just take all of that out of your vocabulary. That just means for you, pray. That's it. Pray and sit down somewhere and meditate. Of the best possible outcome. See something like, you know, at a higher frequency that people are around, people get from around energies that have them who think they're lying about everything. So this is, you are down to earth and you're relatable. You at some point, I'm talking to all my Aries here, and wherever Aries is in your birth chart, you at some point have gone down a rabbit hole of things, and you've seen some peculiar things, and you share some things with people, and people thought you were lying about some stuff, right? So it's just saying that right there needs to take somebody's mind out of this. Oh my God, I'm having a tower moment. I don't know what's going on, and racing out of the house and trying to do 50 things at one time. So it's like, no, the moon is in Cancer. Get in the house. Get in the house. Get in the house. This is creativity time. You want to increase your money. The way you're going to increase your money is working on yourself, because you're not impulsively spending money. That's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do. When your energy level, remember, Cancer is ruled by the moon, so it feels like a full moon for some people. You're going to be saving money because you're not spending it. You're not spending it. That's how you're going to save yourself. You're not running out here spending stuff, talking to sharks, people who have no emotion behind their eyes. You be crying your eyes out. So the same thing, this is where you're down to earth and you're relatable. You know how when people get stressed out, they go shop till they drop? You're not going to do that. This time you're going to be more mindful and sit in the house and say, okay, I'm going to sit in the house and I'm going to let these downloads come through, because you're trying to increase your money. So Source is saying, yeah, I see you working hard. You understand how people can buy into some kind of a fairy tale, thinking, oh, whatever the fairy tale is, and they want people to save them from these two predatory energies, who like to prey on people's emotions, who like to toughen them up. Oh, they haven't been through anything. Those type of energy. You know these energies all too well. Here's the King of Pentacles. You know these types of energies all too well. Oh, they need to toughen up. They cry too much. They're a crybaby. I'm telling y'all, these energies, their karma. Here's a page of you're gonna feel like you have a whole new lease on life. I'm telling you, because something about your reading, Aries, is that you can relate to something. Something, that's why we got this right here. You can relate to something. Something you can relate to. Something you can relate to. That's why you're gonna be in hermit mode, taking notes. That is why you're gonna be journaling, because it's something you can relate to when you were younger. I don't know who this is. It could be you. It could be a friend of yours when they were younger, and they may have opened up and shared something with you all, Aries. But you have so much knowledge about these types of energies that like to toughen people up, make them laugh one minute, and they had them crying and humiliating them the next. Something is connecting you with other people. It's like if you were in a marriage like that, where a person had you cracking up laughing one minute and you were crying the next minute, and they were just cold-hearted to you, that should connect you to another human being. That you don't have to know them. But something about their energy, you are a subject matter expert on something. On this. People jumping to conclusions. People assuming that you got something dark going on behind closed doors, and you just minding your business. So that's where you need to be like, okay, I'm a human. I'm in human form. This don't have nothing to do with skin color. Don't have anything to do with whether we blood related or not, whether we friends or not, nothing. Something you should not wish on your worst enemy. That's why Source is putting you into this right here. You having a double tower moment, because Source like, it's time for you to pray, like double pray, like double down on it, and you need to invest in that. That's what we talking about, investing in that. That's how you're going to see wealth for you. That's how you're going to see wealth for you. You got a wealth of knowledge and information about something, but that is how you're going to start seeing your money increase, because Source is saying, because somebody's going to feel like they have a whole new lease on life, because things are going to come to you like that. Because you know the devil is crafty. The devil is crafty. Very, very crafty. Very, very crafty. So starve the devil and it will flee. Don't even give into it. No more bait and switch. Give it no air. None whatsoever. None. That's where somebody's going to get off the fence. That is where you're learning now, Aries. That's where you're learning how to get off the fence. 6 and 5 is 11. 11 is a master number. Those two pillars, you're stepping through those pillars into your own light. This is a double reminder that you have purpose, and your purpose as a prayer warrior is to start praying for energies. Get off the fence. Stop being indecisive. I don't know where to put my, I got so much fire. I got so much anxiety. Oh my God, I'm having a tower moment. Okay, good. You're having a tower. You're actually having a double tower moment. Source is saying to you, that's your time when you're dealing with familiar spirits who think they're familiar with you or familiar with your loved ones or whatever the case may be, to get straight into prayer mode. You have enough knowledge at this point of what you're dealing with. Get to work in your, in your hermit crab shell mode. You got enough information. Page of Pentacles, right? So something about you feeling like, as far as you got a lot of duplicates here. You got this duplicates, Page of Swords here, duplicate Page of Pentacles here. Somebody's gonna feel like, it's like I said, it's new money coming across your path. New money. But you got to be in position to receive it. If you can't receive it because you out, spending, you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to see it at all. You'll be like, well, I thought I was going to have some money, but you just got finished spending $150,000. Somebody's like, well, look, I wish I had. So, but that's what Source is trying to tell you, is like, sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. Because that's what I'm saying here in your cards. Sit down somewhere and stop. When you get anxious about something, don't go right and running out and spending it, because you won't be able to see how you saving something and Source giving you all of these creative ideas, how it's going to make you very wealthy while you're down to earth and relatable. Right? You and somebody gonna feel like y'all have a whole new lease on life. So Source is giving you some time to pull it together. You're going to feel very, very fortunate that you did. And somebody's going to feel very fortunate that you prayed for them. But yeah, somebody is done with dealing with people who are all about the money. Somebody is just done, because you've seen, this is why people misquote the, they money is the root of all evil. That is not what it says. It said the love of money is the root of all evil. Basically, you replacing Source, the creator, which is love, with money, like material possessions. Like, you don't really, some people don't care. That's all they care about, is just, and will do anything for it. Will sacrifice anybody for it. So Source is saying something that for you is, make a list of pros and cons and do the mirror work. Document your dreams day and night. You have the gift of clairaudience. That's clear listening. So something about your spirit, Aries, if you can sit down long enough, because this is what I'm saying, you have a wealth of knowledge about something at this point. But if you can sit down long enough, you will hear, with clairaudience, this is clear listening, what people are not saying. So if a person is in a survival situation and you say, are you safe? Are you okay? And they say yes, you'll hear them say, I'm really not, I need help. So that's what Source is trying to tell somebody, is like, sit down. So that's what I'm seeing here in your cards. I feel like somebody is like, when they get nervous, they start going around buying stuff, paying, doing all kinds of just doing everything, talking, doing just, So now you and somebody are taking notes, right? So one yes from God is all you need. And so at what age did your parents work on their shadow self? And at what age did you work on your shadow self, right? So I see you being booked and busy. Yay. I see you being booked and busy. and not feeling like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, thus making you bitter and burdened, because somebody has learned how to, if you want to see more wealth, you're going to have to learn how to stop spending when you get nervous and anxious. Jumping to conclusions about stuff, just spending, spending, spending. So your enemy's playing backfire, but yeah, something was trying to box you in, like trying to control your financial situation. So yeah, you're learning how to move on. There's two energies in particular that's going to have two types of energies that's going to have. They're having tower. The tower is falling on them because you put your hard work into something, and you actually okay. For somebody, there's two energies. Okay, so we're kind of switching gears here, Aries. It's two types of energies. Like I said, for you, the good news is that you had a lot of good news in your cards, actually. A lot of good news in your cards. So, keyboard warriors, don't be coming at me with no keyboard mess. Because we'll be laughing together, right, child? Look, ain't nobody got time to be vibrating on a low frequency. Look, okay. Y'all got a lot of good news in your cards. So we starting out with the Ace of Pentacles. This is really good, right? So y'all hardworking energies. Y'all got new money coming in, something of value coming your way. You and somebody, all this is good news, all of this great stuff, right? Source is trying to really help somebody to, one, stop jumping to conclusions about everything, being impulsive. Just sit down somewhere and relax, right? If you want to see more money, you're going to have to stop spending so much. That's one, right? Because people jump into conclusions. They familiar. Oh, this person, they such and such, 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 whatever. They familiar with your financial situation when really they're not. They're just talking, right? Misery loves company. They just talking, right? And people are just taking notes. People are just taking notes because trying to become familiar with your financial situation, right? But I see you now, something has happened where you have gotten off the fence. Now, this is a good thing, right? Something has happened, Aries. I don't know when it happened because remember, time is relative. But somebody has gotten off the fence. Something clicked in your spirit. I'm trying to see, where's the card? So we had a devil card here. Yeah. Some people jumped to some conclusions and thought you were into some kind of dark magic behind closed door. They were saying you were a witch or something like that behind closed doors. So people are talking, somebody jumped to conclusions, a lot of stuff, whatever, right? People do that all the time. But Source is saying to you something, this is your intuition. Your intuition, something clicked in your mind. And what clicked was whoever these energies are kind of have like this, and it's two of them. Okay, it's two of them. That could be man or woman, it don't really matter. But it's two types of energies that showed you just kind of like this kind of emotionless something. Like they can turn their emotions on and off. Like, what are you dealing with here? Right? So somebody is learning how to number 11 a situation. It's like you're getting a ring-a-ling-a-ling, like from Source. You're getting a call up from Source. Like Source said, I need to call your attention to something, right? The Source is saying, okay, I'm calling your attention to something that I need you to stop, being indecisive, because that's what it started. Something started if you kind of riding the fence. That's what number 11, right? So there's a lot to number 11. The master numbers, there's a lot to just all numbers, but something you were riding a fence on, now you've decided, okay, you're stepping into your light. That's what this is right here. Like a total recall of two types of situations. You're like, nah, they just all about money. You just yeah, something about their energy. So the answers you seek are coming. In other words, here's it's time to start dating again for somebody. In other words, they'll do anything for money. So that means no matter how much time is money, no matter how much time you spent around them and you think they're familiar with them and you think you're familiar with, or vice versa, if his money is involved, so it's just saying, They like deuces. They out. Then you'll see that they have always seen you as opposition. They'll be like, okay, well, I mean, they go on wherever, who's paying them. So affirmations for gratitude. I am blessed with this life. I have all that I need. I lack nothing. All is well and I am whole. Each day is a new gift. I am supported. I am grateful for all that I have. And another example that's coming to me for somebody, I don't know who this part is for, is I feel like somebody could have dated somebody, or maybe y'all weren't dating. Hold on, because I'm getting a whole scenario. Wait a minute. So I feel like something wasn't obvious to somebody that they saw you as opposition until their family didn't like you. I don't know who that part is for. Don't know who that part is for. You thought y'all were on the same team, right? So whenever you see the where's the card? So this Knight of Coins here, you thought you were working hard. You thought you was like a hardworking person. You felt like you were familiar with certain energies or whatever. But as soon as their family or friends talked about you, see these three people right here, the number 3 looks like lips in numerology, right? So 3s are born to inspire. They love to travel. They root for the underdog, all of that, right? Somebody at some point was on the dark side of the number 3. Meaning you were told, this is why I keep telling y'all need to sit down somewhere. And I'm saying that in a loving way. So I'm just trying to make y'all laugh. But somebody really needs to get to the light side of 3, because the dark side of 3 is like you could be moving around so fast you miss stuff. You're so busy talking to this one, doing that one, taking this, doing this, all of this going on, multitasking, thinking that, but you're not giving anything 100% of your attention, right? Source is saying it was whoever these energies were talking. These energies were talking, and you have enough information at this point. That's why you end up in 5 and 6 of Wands, where like you're not falling for the bait anymore. That's what you're saying. You're just cutting conversation. There's nothing else to talk about something. You've already gotten as many notes as you need. It's like, no, I'm cutting the conversation, right? So energy, that's what this is about. This is about energy, right? Where are you putting your energy? I'm full of creative ideas, see? So that's what Source wants you to be. If you want to see more wealth, you're going to have to go learn when to go back into your shell and say, okay, I'm getting some downloads about some creative ideas. So if you want to create a new lotion, body butter, coloring book, you want to write a new chapter to your book, write a song, great time to do it. Great time. So that's where you put your energy. I am alive and well. I am bold. I'm healthy and I'm happy. I nourish my body with healthy foods. I hydrate my body with adequate water. My purpose is here and now. Today I'm blessed with an abundance of energy. See? Yeah. An abundance of energy. And so that's where you're putting your energy. You're like, I don't need that extra dress or them shoes or the, this or that. So it said, no, you don't need all those things. But you do need those creative ideas that Source is downloading into your spirit. You do need to pray for some other energies that are in survival mode, who keep falling for the bait and switch. Invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God. Pursue me. That's it. So yeah, Source is trying to make somebody very, very wealthy, and you have a wealth of knowledge already. You got a wealth of prayers. You got, things to pray about, meditate on. So just invite help, right? Clear your energy field. That's it. Get that Sage or Palo Santos out. Hey, whatever it is you're using, your whatever your cleaning things are. Some people like use lemon, lemon scented, whatever it is you're using to clean up. So say physically clean, spiritually clean, emotionally, all of that, clean. 1111, I am awakening. So the universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed and helping you to wake up to who you truly are. 1111, see? All right. Yeah. So, but keep your vibrations high. All positivity. When people talk about calling people dark entities behind closed doors, don't get any energy whatsoever. None. Don't even give it any energy whatsoever. They're giving no energy. None. Zero, zip, zilch. None. No energy whatsoever. This is a great time to create whatever life you're trying to create for yourself, and pray for people who are in survival mode, who keep falling for the bait and switch. This is your time. If you feel like you want to call somebody or tell somebody, hey, listen, such and such and such and such, whatever. But so to say, you're just taking notes right now. You kind of somebody taking notes. You got enough information at this point. So this is what you're saying. You're inviting help. Source, help me. That is what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all in the next video. All right. Bye.